Whoa, hello there ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Surviving the Aftermath Let's Play series. This game was developed by Iceflake Studios and published by Paradox Entertainment. It is one of the rare few Paradox games that managed to kind of slip under my radar, probably because it was Epic Games Store, of which I was not a member until recently. So, without further ado, let's get into it. This game doesn't go into too many details about what really happened, and it doesn't really matter. What matters is that you are leading a band of survivors and trying to put them back on their feet, whereas there are so many different dangers still lurking out in the world, from radiation, wild mutated animals, other humans, and a number of catastrophes. So without further ado, let's get into this and start a new game. So we'll go through your tutorial so you can also get a better idea what is happening here. So from the beginning you need to determine the settings of your game. Basically it is defining the difficulty. So you have environment, catastrophes, resources, survivors, and so on and so forth. We go through each of them. And depending on your choices, the game will have a certain degree of difficulty, which I actually personally like a lot, because it's not that standard easy, normal, hard, or legendary mode. It allows you to tweak your game to your own liking, because some people will prefer different starting positions, a different focus, and so on and so forth. But without further ado, let's get with this difficulty settings setup. Environment. The only few who remember the spark that started all, chain reaction of global catastrophes wiped out most of the planet's population and made people turn against each other. Well, yeah, those who are left must now survive the aftermath in this post-apocalyptic world. So, fertile soil, this is temperate and humid, average temperature humidity, hot and dry climate. So depending on what you're going to take, you're going to take for the middle road. Catastrophes. How much catastrophes do we want in our post-apocalyptic gaming? The worst has passed. Occasional contamination level 20%. Common catastrophes. Let's take a middle one as well. Resources. Yeah, let's take average starting resources as well. How many starting adults? There's not a huge difference between adults and these, like 8, 7, or 6. More is better. And children grow up to become adults. Well, news, there you go. And they can start working. Whereas while they are kids, they are practically useless. Let's go middle choice as well. Now, ideology. What do? Are we hardy survivalist, colony builder, and wasteland explorer? I think this does not really show what does this mean. Unlocks more options in tech tree. What kind of leader are you? Let's go for a colony builder, and I have not played sufficiently to say the difference between these three, but let's go with the colony builder for now. And now, gatekeeper. So what do? Survivalist. No, we don't want to go crazy. We don't want to go a lenient help. We'll be a survivalist. We'll be like Walking Dead type. Now, visuals. What do we choose for our city? The red flag is nice. This gives me too much of a, Red Army feel to it. Let's see what else we have. Dead fish, cloverleaf. The bear, alright, dino. It's quite is it platypus? What are these damn things called? Okay, 3 crones. This is also a type of Red Army. Oh, can I possibly resist this? I don't think I can. So there we go. Call your name Ashwat. Really, Ashwat. I need a name. Asphalt? No. Oh, I know something. And this is gonna be silly, but ever since I was a kid, and I haven't done this in ages, when I was a kid I would play Master of Orion 2. I would name one planet Ridley's Hope, after Ridley from Alien. So Why not? Colony motto: divide and conquer, survive and thrive. Under the shade we flourish. Unity equals strength. This is a little bit... Yeah, let's go with unity equals strength. I don't know if this has any point to the game. So we're going to be showing tutorial messages so you can see, and we're going to be following tutorial in this game, so you can also get a sense for, you know, the dynamics of a colony build-up. So, children grow up slowly, so you can't rely on just them to keep the colony expanding. Naturally, we will have to... there will be other people coming to our colony, and we will have the option to accept them or not. So, let's see. And yes, at the very beginning I was a little bit indecisive regarding this game. I wasn't really sure if this is what I want. I wasn't really sure if I like the game, to be perfectly honest. It has its kinks. It's still in early access. That's the deal. But overall, I would say there's a lot of possibility here. So you are not controlling these separately. You can click on them. You can see here what you have. Colonists, we have total population of 10. We'll go through this in a moment. But for the beginning, for the start, let's go. It's going to teach us the I don't know, standard controls. You can swivel around. You can go like this. Zoom in and out. But oddly enough, I get an OCD. Yeah, everything has to be straight lined up. So, yeah, you can also do, you know, there's a lot of controls, and the game is not that beautifully looking thing of, it's just, you know, it's rudimentary. It works. So, we have also specialists. We'll go through this. This guy is a specialist, and it's a little bit troublesome that if you see his image here, you try to click it, but you cannot. You have to go and drag and get him. And this is the guy that you can actually control, and you can send him around. Eventually we'll be able to send him to the world map, but right now let's just keep him here. So this is the food storage. This is our stockpile. As you can see, stockpile can pick up a lot of stuff out here in the world. But what we need right now, and everybody's sad about that, we need houses. So let's go and build houses. We click here. Well, at the beginning we don't have houses at all. We have tents. So let's just go and construct a couple of tents. You see, this is pollution. This is like radioactive goo pile. But it's not so fun. I should be staying away from this. Let's see. We'll hit one here. If we hold shift, we can, in fact, make several of these, and we will right away, because we will need a decent amount of housing. Let's see, one of these houses, I think they have a limit of 2, so we will have to create one more. Let's do this. So aside of that, we can build a dirt road, and the dirt road does not ask for any materials, and this should have been. This is a little bit of a problem. You cannot really see how these buildings are reaching. You know, it just cannot place them properly. There should be a better way how to solve that, but hey ho hum. The problem is it won't show you if you try to pull this one all the way. Let me just demonstrate quickly. If you get the tent and we're gonna pull it here, it's gonna allow us to put it on this road. So you cannot say, aha, okay, I can't build here, I have to pull one tile away. No, it doesn't work like that. So that aside, these guys are building stuff, so we have 4 of these built. And let's dirt roads don't cost us anything, they just cost a little bit time to build. Eventually I suppose there will be better roads available. But right now, let's just go with the flow and do this. So, this construction completed, tent, that's fine. We can also speed up the time. We'll just hit number 3 and they're gonna be whaling it big time. There they go. So alright, we have built, Water shortage. There we go. That's the first challenge. So we have built the 5 tents. Of course, there are better options for inhabitants, and eventually we will be able to get them. But right now, let's do the baby steps. So this is a stockpile. Stockpile is gathering different materials, and if you click on the stockpile, you will see these materials that you can gather, and you will see them up here. Let's just pause for just a second. First, you'll see carriers, and we have to turn this off so we can get the tool tip. So colonists, we have 10 colonists in total. We have 7 carriers, we have 0 workers, 7 adults, and 3 children. So basically, right now everybody is on the carrying duty. When they are not, they will be on the building duty. I have no idea, honestly, why they haven't finished this one up. That should have been done, but they haven't. There's a little bit of these, you know, inconsequential things about the game. It's just not sufficiently refined by now. But so we can move the work area, and we can define from where people are going to gather stuff. So basically we can go here, and the planks here, and let's just quickly go through these through the upper menu bar. So we have the colonists here. This is food. You have the data about production and consumption. We start with certain resources that, you know, deplete quickly. Water, production and consumption -10. We have 16 storage, and we have to make sure that we get some more quickly, and we'll do it in a second. Energy, yeah, of course, we can have wind turbines, we can have solar panels, and so on and so forth. And therefore we have planks, concrete, plastic, metal, fiber, parts, components, and funbox. Funbox is like building material. I guess this is kind of a, how should I put it, a mystery box. You get a box, oh, what is inside, and you open it up. You don't produce these, you find them, I guess, or what. And finally you have tools, because every tool, you know, people need tools to work, and you have clothes. You have medicines here, and fuel. This is finally science points and currency, money that you can gather around the world. Now let's assign work area. First it says how to do it, so we click it here, we decide to move work area, and people are going to gather everything until they, you know, this within this area has been picked up. So let's do this, and press 1. 1, 2, 3 is different speeds of the game development, and while they are now going to do this, we are going to build a water well. This is not quite... Let's put one here. Hopefully, and I put it on the road, so okay, I don't like that. Let's cancel the construction. Let's put one a little bit. See, this is a little bit problematic because you cannot really see where you want to put it exactly, and you should put it as close as possible to all these buildings because they have a range. How about here? Okay, that looks good. And let's rebuild this part of the dirt road. I'm also not certain why they haven't... Oh, okay, they're building the road here. Alright. So that's good. We have water shortage. We can click on here. First off, the carriers are going to get stuff that we need over there. We currently have 25 planks and 25 concrete. Those are the most basic materials that we're going to be needing in this game for the time being. More important ones will come in later. So we are building now water source, and we have, let's see, construction has started. Let's speed this up to the maximum speed, and we can observe how this is taking shape. Nice. Alright, people have gone sleeping, some are still arguing. Stop waving with that axe, or kill somebody. See, the graphics are not overwhelmingly crazy good. They work. they work. So there's that. So this is an area effect, and some buildings have a specific area of effect, and we click it here, we see, okay, we are covering the needs of all the people here. I have not had huge issues with water supplies yet, because what I have done in previous tests is just simply build 2 wells and a water tower, which gives us a huge capacity. Let's just see for a second what it takes. Oh, alright, I will not go for it because we still don't have any plastic. We'll just leave it. It's going to drive my OCD through the roof if I see it's not being built and plastic is not being delivered. So here is a little bit story about the colonists. We have, I always told you about this. The top bar shows colonists, carriers, vital for moving resources, constructing buildings. Second is total population, and so on and so forth. So there we go for the time being. So I guess this guy is a specialist. He is the only character we can actually control. You know, he's a little bit... It's been a little light skinned here and a little bit dark skinned here. So just, okay, that should be that should be addressed. So plastic and metal. Here we go. It's time to take advantage of to use big plastic and metal deposits. Build a recycle. Start scavenging plastic and fiber. Scrapper works the same way, collecting metal and junk. So let's go. So where would that be? Remind me. It's here. Scrapper. Let's do as hit a scrap. Put the scrapper down. This looks like a decent place for it. Let's go for it. And let's see. Once again, we only need planks and concrete, which is good. On the other hand, we need a recycler. And let's see if we can smack the recycler here. Later on, we're going to be, you know, removing all the trees here and so on and so forth. And I think that will be working fine. So we are not stopping. We need food to survive. Open the build menu, build a trapper or a fishing hut. Now let's go with the trapper first. Here, food, get a trapper, and we're gonna put them here. And you see, when we put this one here, I cannot show it the mouse, but maybe I can. Here is a work area efficiency. As we pull it around, it's going to say, okay, this is 100% work area efficiency. It's no point to put it here because there's like, you cannot trap anything here in the open or very little. So we'll put them here, and that's it. We have insufficient construction materials for trapper. That's perfectly normal. Oh, speaking of which, let's move this guy around. This area now. This is the only access to this kind of let's call it a valley. Let's try and go around. You can see this line. it's a demarcation line. This is your area that we will be playing and trying to survive. But this is unfortunately filled with animals that are dangerous. And whereas your colonists may fight them a little bit, they will probably die ignominiously, you know, trying to figure out. This is one of the things that a little bit bothers me. I cannot double click this guy and, you know, go back to them. Here he is.
Are you talking to me?
So food production, we have started building this. We lack fibers, and that's a little bit. So this is plastic. Sorry, pardon me. This is plastic. This one. Scrapper gets us metal, and let's put move work area here. So I'm going to select this one. This is plastic. Let's put this move work area here. And you will also notice one thing. As we have built a scrapper and a recycler, these buildings are going to take one of your colonists in as a worker inside. So if you don't want anybody to work in a scrapper, you need them somewhere else, you can just click them here, and it's going to give you the symbol, lacking workers. Just click them back, and back they are. So we need food to survive. We're building a trapper, and it's hopefully going to be fairly quickly. So these guys are going to get scrap metal and plastic. Let's go for this. I'm going to speed up a little bit so it doesn't take way too long. Eventually we will be able to have more than just one worker in these areas, but this is how it is. So let's see. How are we doing with plastic? We have 3 out of 6. We're gonna be getting more soon, and when that is done, the trapper will be able to start working, which is great. Alright, let's skip this one. We need food. Yes, we need that one. Oh, one more thing that we have forgotten to tell you. We have a food storage. And food storage gathers food as well. And it works the same way the stockpile does. You basically click some move work area and you can assign where they're going to go. And we can actually send them here to gather berries. So keep in mind, food storage gathers food. This stockpile gathers planks and concrete and metal. You can also stockpile other things, but you cannot get any plastic or you cannot send people to retrieve metal or plastic. They can get planks, they can get concrete, and I think that will be everything they can get on their own. So let's just send them here because we have some small concrete and some planks here, and we need to clear up this area so things are going to work better. So we have different types of storages: stockpile, food storage, warehouse. Warehouse is going to be our next step. We do not need it yet. We don't have this problem yet. We have too much stuff and nowhere to put it. We're going to use everything up. So here we go. Everything is developing nicely so far. But what we have to be careful, we've changed the speed, game speed, that's just, we know that already. Let's go around and do a little bit of scouting, because if we run into some wild animals, we'll be attacked by wild animals. What was that? What the hell was that? I have no idea what it was. Boom, maybe it was an asteroid. Asteroid, meteor impact or whatnot. Really threw me off. Oh, here, like fierce mouse. We are playing in top speed. I just slow down and we can shoot this animal. We cannot. It's pointless for us if we shoot it. Those animals, the deers, are not hostile, but these small mice and other mutated creatures, or some kind of rats and whatnot, you have to have your specialists around and make sure that these damn beasts, there we go, these are going to attack. These are not attacking your specialists, but the bigger specimen will. So here we go. Colonist under attack. I guess this is the, let's see, everybody's here. That was the notification for this guy, for our specialist, because he as a specialist is the only one we can control. So let's get this. See, this is it. Better to fight them now, and they're not doing a lot of damage. Better to fight them now rather than they sneak up and kill some of our colonists while we are away. So deposit depleted. We have depleted the flanks. Planks. God. So we are taking away a small concrete ruin, and as soon as that is done, we are going to go. I'm going to change the move area. We'll change the pickup area to something else. So there we go. We have a trapper here. It's hunting and producing stuff, which is excellent. So, what would be the next step right now? I guess we do not have any missions or requests currently. We're just picking up stuff. Let's go. We can speed everything up. We can also build a fishing hut, and I don't know if this is a suitable place. It's a little bit too... Okay, let's go around. You will rarely find lakes here. That's the thing. And I think in this map we're not lucky with these lakes. Like, okay, this is the only one that seems normal enough for it. So let's build this one, and let's build a path, a dirt road towards it. Come on. Okay, I guess that should be enough. As you see, carriers are carrying stuff right away. We have sufficient planks and concrete, so this might actually turn out fine. Let's speed this up. Because we're playing tutorial style, we have to do everything the game tells us, but we don't have any quests, I think, right now. Now let's go through this. Let's change to Wild Frontier. I love this radio much better. This is the overview of your colony, what you have, what you need, the water, the stored water, and so on and so forth. So you can get a good idea what you need, and you also have a history of what happened. You know, how many people you have, how many. It also should be how many people you've lost, specialists lost, and so on and so forth. So let's build a gate. Okay, that's the next step. Build a gate will attract all sorts of people to the colony. It's the entry point to the world map where plenty more resources and challenges await. So basically, when we build the gate, so these are the gate ruins. Okay, that's convenient. So let's go here and build as a gate. You can build it only here. Well, that's fittingly. So let's see. We have planks, we have concrete, we have metal, and we have plastic. We're going to be building the gate right now. And currently we cannot go to research, but you can research a better, higher upgrades for the gate. So let's go. People are carrying stuff over. That's great. And once we have fishing hut is completed, that's excellent. And everything is now developing properly. Let me just, for one single second, we're gonna go with a lumber yard here. No, wait. Not a good move. We're gonna go with a lumberyard here, and we're gonna set it. Okay, all of these required materials are okay. We have enough of it. We're gonna send workers to clear this area up so we can build here. Also, this trapper area, this should be cleared at some point. And yeah, we're gonna be cleaning a lot of stuff here. So the gate is now finished. And we have the access to world map, and we have the first group of survivors arriving at the gate. So, qu'est-ce que vous voulez? I suppose you don't have any movies in there, comedies. I never knew I could miss Chaplin so much. I wonder if kids these days know who Chaplin was. So we have 3 arrows and 2 kids. And supplies. I am not quite. I think this is what they bring along with them, because we cannot give them any of these things. This is what they bring with them, so we can accept it, reject, ignore for now, so we can decide later. And they also have 1 specialist, which is excellent. We'll need. She has a platypus. Platypus is platypus or platypus in English. Okay, she has one on her head. Marvelous, marvelous. So basically we have to decide whether we accept, reject, or ignore for now, so they'll stay there for a while and leave if we don't. But we are going to accept these guys, and right away we are having problems. We don't have sufficient houses. But don't worry, you're all safe now. We can build houses, that's not an issue. We're gonna up, wrong one, house, tent. You're not going to bother with the nonsense of let's see. Yes, we can put one here, and we have taken up 3, so this should be fine. So 5. No. We'll need 1 more. I'm afraid. Well, let's see. I hope you like the music. I actually quite enjoy with this, this country style stuff. Alright, and let's build a dirt road around them, which I like building because it doesn't cost you any resources, and it provides a faster path for everything. Now, world map. Get ready for a brave new world, ladies and gentlemen. We are going into the post-apocalyptic world. The world map is now open, and survivors and specialists are driving the gate, yada yada yada. We can send these. If we click here, we know which one we have. We have Sobek and we have Platy. Sobek is a scout, that's his specialty, and you can see the leadership, exploration, attack, research. So basically this is going to determine, this doesn't work yet. This is a feature in progress, but this exploration is bonus to action points. The world map you'll see in a second. Attack is the ability, his attack ability. scavenge how many resources you're gonna be able to do, recovery, and so on and so forth. This is Platty, is a scavenger. And one problem is that I don't like with this, and I hope one of the developers is looking and watching this part. You should be able, when you double click on them or kind of, go to them, because you have to hunt them on the map. I haven't found a way how to, get them and say, oh, there you are, let's go. Oh, what have I done? No. Okay, wait, we have to cancel this. What? Alright, that's okay. Good. Be careful where you click. So, we'll send So back, but we'll also send... okay, let's keep her here just in case the colonists get attacked by wild animals. So we have the access to the world map, we have these... And this is the notification that specialists are ready for action on the world map. And this is the world map, ladies and gentlemen. If we zoom out a little bit, this is the maximum that we can now. Seems fairly huge. I have no idea how far we can get, but I believe okay, this is the edge. Clear cut. But there's a lot to research and explore. So here we are. This is our guy. We have moves, and you can see it's kind of a hexagon styled move. And we have this food here on this farm. We're gonna send him here, and he is going to scavenge food. As you can see right now, I'm gonna hover over the farm. It says defense, it says resources, jerky, hazards, there are none, chances of danger, of hurt, none. And he has gathered 25 jerky, pieces of jerky, or whatever, jerks? He gathered 25 jerks. Hey boss, brought 25 jerks with me. No, what do I want to jerk? Get them away. Oh, jerky. Oh, okay, jerky. So they're using action points, yada yada. He has 0 now. We'll go back to the... he replenishes his action points at certain intervals, and we'll get a message here when it's done. So, how are we doing here? We are lacking both... Oh, we forgot something quite important. See, move work area. And... let's see, we have planks here, concrete here. Let's try and do it like this. Plastic is still being, used up. That's not a problem. So let's speed things up a wee bit. But these houses are lacking old planks, and yeah, these are planks. All right, we have covered everything else. So there we go. So there are the resources, and the building has begun. So there we go, it's going to be done very shortly. Meanwhile, specialist is ready for action. So here we got this guy. But these are the neighboring areas. Well, let's go and check this one here. Just right click on it, and he is going to, scan everything. Oh, beautiful. We have a museum right here. So returning to the colony. Oh yes, we should actually come back and bring this food back. How are we doing with food? We're doing quite good, but our production doesn't meet the consumption requirements. So yeah, we'll go with that. We'll go back in a minute. So adjusting worker slots. This is one of the things where I go crazy with the tutorials. It's like, you can now increase the building's productivity by adding additional workers. Try adding a helping hand and see what happens. Just one more little problem. It's not possible because you need to research those options. It's not possible to do it right away. So let me just quickly set up a water tower here, which is always a good thing because this one is going to fill up the water tower, and we're going to have problems in the future as far as the water is concerned, because we're going to have heat waves and droughts and whatnot. So we have to have water, otherwise people are going to start dying. So this one, it is impossible at this given moment to assign anybody else. See, there is no additional slot. So this is where the game is driving you crazy. And you have to figure out, and just go, okay, whatever, let's skip this part. And so we will be adding additional colonists to a specific production builder later. However, yeah, I know you're homeless. Patience, we are working on it. Plastic is being gathered, so let's speed this up a little bit. And we're going to get a notification from our specialist any moment now. This Platy is walking around and kind of, you know, scanning the area, hopefully. Just a second, have you... No, he still hasn't regained his action points. Water short. See. Alright, production and consumption, so that's a thing. We are going to build yet another well, and problem solved, I would say. Why can't we build it here? What's wrong here? Alright. Alright, that's weird. A wee bit weird, I would say. Let's build one here. Specialist is ready for action now. I should actually bring this good man back to the colony. Let's return him to the colony just so you can see. So basically what happened is we got food. You see, if we go on the food, we have jerky 36. We have improved our food resources. And we're going to see him coming to the colony, but we're going to send him back to the world map right away. So he is ready for action. I think that could be an exploit, I guess, but you know, let's not go in too much into it. So we'll go one move point all the way here, and we're going to take research points. This is amazing. So you can see this museum we have just snatched. Look it up here, 300 research points, which is amazing. And if we hover over this, we will see the number over the museum house is 197, which means we can snatch 197 more research points and assign them to a specific research. So, and as you can see, defense is zeros, hazards none, chance, so there's nothing bad can happen to us there. So he's going to stay here, recover his action points. We're going to go back to the colony. Let's see. Insufficient, okay, that's alright. And now we have the alert that we can start working on our tech tree, which is this. So basically, we have food, production, colony, and exploration. I would say food should be one of the primary steps. And you see, there's time required to research this and research points, because we're going to spend these. Absolutely, these research points. I haven't seen a single building that creates research points. You just spend them. And let's go survival skills. It says production speed plus 20 for trapper and fishing hut. And we're going to research that one, because that is definitely something that we will be requiring. Food is a nasty, it's a nasty item, you know, a nasty feature. If you lose the food, people are gonna drop that around you in very, very short time. So while we're here, let's hit the dirt road here as well. Excellent. Oh, someone is stealing planks. You better get to the bottom of this. Now look at this. Many of these events are scripted, many repeats themselves, and so on and so forth. And there's proper fortification. Someone seems to have been stealing planks. You hold a few coins to investigate, and they're doing a group of rowdy children. Apparently, kids use the planks to build themselves a tree fort in nearby forests. I'll leave the fort alone or tear the fort down. We don't really have a lot of planks, but yeah, whatever. We're gonna leave the fort alone. And that is going to give us a 3 happiness bonus. You have next day you find a crude, immensely colorful thank you card tucked under your doorstep decorated whatever might pass for finger paint. Cute, and everybody's a little bit happier. Yeah, what is the price of a couple of planks for that? But this is a little bit concerning here. Let's get our specialist in this area. Because look at these, there's rats here. We don't want anybody killing our colonists, and it's horrible when you cannot control colonists. You cannot tell them to run back to the main settlement. They just get attacked by these animals, and that's it. Game over. Okay, there's spiders, rat beetles. All right. Oh, she has a crossbow. That's cute. Come on. Alright, so we have kind of cleared up this area, not quite certain. Just a second, this corn is under attack. Hopefully that was she. Yes, deposit berries depleted. Let's see if we have... Okay, we still have some stuff that we can get from there. That's good. She is going to recover health. There is no way to recover health. We can build a medical bay, but it doesn't work that way. So what is this? Oh, we'll lack... yes, that's a problem. So where is our... See, this is another silly thing. We need to move the work area and let's designate this here. She was collecting wood, but could have gone quite worse, much worse. So here we go. He still doesn't have any action points. I'm gonna speed up a little bit. There we go. And we're going to snatch some more. See, 197. And if we go, there are no more research points. As far as I can tell, they do not replenish. Some items replenish at some places, but majority of them not. Research it, and if you haven't done so, you know what you grab and you will spend. That's it. Game over. So, plastic, that's a little bit, this is going slow. You can always set a high, for example, for building, you can set a high priority if you want some buildings to be built sooner than others. And most of the times, you just go around and let's go and hit this one as a high priority, so this poor guy is not the only one who's homeless. Leo is homeless. He is not a happy camper. We're still a little bit happy, but yeah. There we go. Are we waiting for a builder? We'll find somebody's gonna pick that up. That's great. So, water shortage. So this is being built as well. That's excellent. And next thing is the water tower, which is going to replenish our storage, and we will be just peachy. So we have depleted the deposit, which means our food gathering should be, let's see if we have, let's get this one here, close enough. Let's see the move work area, we have depleted everything here. Let's see, do we have anything in our immediate vicinity? Nope, we have this stuff. Concrete. Let's bring them here. It's gonna get the concrete from here and planks from here. So specialist is ready for action. Let's bring the guy home. Just click. This is sometimes it's a little bit obnoxious because you know, you try to pull down here to click him to go return to colony, but it doesn't work. So you just have to click it this way. One of those small things that are a little bit irritating, but the game is still in early access, and yeah. Oh, strange group is approaching colony. They're carrying bells and weapons. Let's see what you are. Divine Wrath. Okay, these are raiders. I'm not afraid of you heroes. Okay, here we go. They're going to attack us. This is the gate. Health and raiders, but luckily we have a specialist here. And a specialist, when he comes around, is going to get everybody. People are gonna die. Oh, look at that. That's silly. Okay, yeah, there we go. So, unfortunately, we cannot loot them. It is what it is. And we can... Oh, that was a little bit too loud. Alright, don't do that game again. So, we can confirm the victory, and... this chick is still here. We're gonna keep her here. Also, gate combat. But you cannot control anything. You just bring people to the gate later on. So let's go and repair this. Oh, actually, you can already assign the second person here, which is at the moment unnecessary. So we'll just leave them as they are. But this is developing quite nicely for the beginning, and yeah, I think we should be cutting it off here. We're going to be sending this fella to the world map, and we're going to send him on the next mission. So, but I believe this was a fairly decent introduction. I hope you liked it. So in the following Let's Play episodes, we're going to be expanding on our colony, which is, here the baby steps. We're doing fine. Let's see, storage, water, it's all doing just great. And let's see, we'll get this guy here and send him here. Fortunately, if you click his portrait, you can select him. And let's scout this area. Oh, this is a raiders camp, bandits. Well, that's also cool. We can leave that for the next time and see how we're going to be fighting them. We can go back to the area here, and right now we're doing fairly good. We have the repair materials. It's going to be fine. We're going to be building this gate up. Everything is working fine. I don't see any significant problems currently about anything. So things are moving well. We're going to be this part will be deforested entirely, so we're going to be building around. We have to clear the nuclear waste at some point. We're going to be doing that as well, and eventually we will be expanding. It will be actually quite good to expand our settlement in this direction, because this is unfertile land. And yes, I think this is a good place to just build, housing settlement, housing buildings and so forth. Whereas we can perhaps in this area have our fields in the near future. So that's it. That's it for the first episode of Surviving the Aftermath. I'm pretty curious to learn how you like this one. Is it something that would you like seeing more of? If you have any questions or tips, you can just put them down below in the comments. And please remember to like and subscribe if you haven't yet. It helps a wee bit for the visibility. Not for making any money, just like, the clut. You understand. Thank you very much for watching this, ladies and gentlemen, and I will be seeing you soon, hopefully in the next episode. Until then, stay safe, take care, and all the best.